Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris Man. And as always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to entitle this video, but by the time you watch it, it'll have appropriate title. I think this is important because, again, I'm here to help you guys, give you the chords to these songs, not teach you the chords, to teach you how to play, because there's a total different distinction between the two. And when you don't go get formal lessons, you don't know what is what. That's why you need to go get lessons so you can understand and learn instead of fumbling through this by yourself. Think you can do this by yourself. Think you know what you're doing, And I just got a comment, and this comment I think deserved to be kind of, discussed or addressed. I did it, and I'm not even gonna mention the name of the title. I mean the song, because that's irrelevant. But the comment read something like this: around 2:15 into the song, how did he? Because I didn't bring the PC in here to read it verbatim, but it was something to this extent. Good job, but doing this part of the song, you're not playing none of that funky stuff. And my response was, I guess you don't get it. Those are personal riffs. That's where you add your stuff, like the guy on the record added his stuff. You don't want to try to mimic somebody note for note. You just don't. At some point in time, you want to develop your own style. And when you take lessons, you are slowly developing instinct. And what I mean by that is any professional musician that would play that piece would add his own little stamp in these certain personal pockets. You don't sit there and try to go note for note like the dude on the record. But again, when you don't take lessons, you don't understand that. Because I'm gonna share a pretty interesting story. When I went through my movie making short film stage, because long before I picked up a guitar, I actually wanted to be an actor. I loved doing the little skits when I was a kid, me and my little sister. And that was something that I really wanted to do, but somebody handed me a guitar and it was all over, because being an actor, I got the utmost respect for actors because that's a very competitive business. I mean, one year you can make $10 million, the next year you ain't getting nothing, so you better spend your money and invest it wisely, which most of us don't. We think that money gonna keep rolling in every year. And it's not like your job where, you got a solid job for so many years, providing you go to work and do your job, but as far as actor, you freelancing, you're an independent contractor each project, and the next project is not guaranteed to you, So, I had a childhood friend who does movies. He actually does movies and plays, and he's great at it. And he was kind enough to come by and help me with the scene. And I tried to leave the link to the short film. It's called Erase. It was one of my first short films, and he came in and he smoked it. I learned so much from Maurice within that 30 minutes that he was there that I probably would have learned in a while. You study and you work with people that are good at what they do. And Maurice was like my teacher, my acting teacher, just like you guys need guitar teachers, because I try to make this short because this is just tied into this. But, I sent him his lines and he came over, and I'm struggling with the lines that I wrote for me because I'm not an actor. It's like I haven't learned how to memorize all these words. So he smoked it. He read his line word for word, didn't stumble, didn't make a mistake. And then the improv that he did, which is instinctual, he became the character, his body movements, his language. I'm just studying all this. I'm like, I never even thought about all that, where as you giving your lines, your body got to be kind of communicating or moving or, suggestive. And I learned so much from him just by watching him do that, but as far as just trying to wing it by yourself, don't enlist the help of others, professionals, or just people that are good at what they do. Because it's not just about playing your guitar. It's about being able to put in little things in between where they can fit as opposed to clashing with other musicians. That has to be addressed. And people that don't know what they don't know what they don't know and don't know what they're doing, they have no idea, because like I told you, in some band settings, I had to make adjustments for other musicians because they didn't understand this. And I shared this story where another guitar player came in And he basically started playing the same thing I was doing. I mean, the same chords, the same voicing. For those who don't know what voicing is, it means it's the same chord in a different part of the neck or different part of the piano, whatever. And he didn't realize two ain't necessary doing the same thing. So I made my adjustment by playing those same chords in a different voicing, which was kind of like a harmony to what he was doing. Little things like that are big things, and there's sometimes people don't understand that. I've had people ask me this: could you teach me these Ernie Isley solos? If I could teach you how to play like Ernie Isley, I think we all be playing like Ernie, because it ain't about just the notes that Ernie played. It's the feel, the unique expression. Those things come from here, and you got to get yours from here, not some other guy's heart. That's why I want no part of doing solos, because I'm like, that's personal. And I don't want to be in nobody's personal space. That's them expressing their personal expression. That ain't my personal expression. Here is mine, But you got some people that don't understand that. And they don't understand it because they haven't been taking formal lessons. You learn that stuff from people that can teach you that stuff, And people that don't want to embark on going about it the right way, they have no clue. They just stumbling around. They don't know what they're doing. They asking for little tidbits from here and there. This guy on YouTube, this guy on YouTube. Because I've had some people ask me, they want to follow so many people on YouTube. I'm like, just find one teacher and study under that one teacher. Because if you take this route, you're going to get 25 different perspectives. And it's going to become a mess. Because some of those perspectives are going to contradict other perspectives. So again, I stress to you folks, go get lessons. Don't try to stumble through this. Even if you're not serious, you still want to do it right. It's like, okay, this ain't going to be my profession, but I still want to do it right. I don't want to be sloppy, and I want to know what I'm doing. And, I'm begging for this stuff from here and from there instead of just bogging down and paying somebody. And I stress that, paying somebody to teach you. Because, again, my father had a saying, being a grown man, never ask another grown man for something you're not willing to pay for. There's nothing wrong with asking for things as far as just help and tips and pointers. But when you expect someone to just do the whole thing for you and you don't want to compensate them for their time, because I get this still a lot, and I have to express this from video to video from time to time, because I understand these people just don't understand. I get sometimes 100 requests a day. Could you do this for me? Could you show me how to play this song? How about this song? And then I have to tell these people, and I send them to the link, and 99% of them, I never hear from them no more, because that tells me they just want it for free. They don't want to pay nobody. I'm like, fine, have a good day. Because again, it ain't that I'm tripping. Here's the realization. It take me anywhere from an hour to 2.5 hours to do each video where you see chords and notes across the screen. That's 2.5 hours of my day. If I get 8 people, like I told you, almost 100 a day, that's a full day of free stuff. I don't have that kind of time to give it to anybody. I don't. So I know people don't understand it, and that's why sometimes I have to express this, because some people don't get it. Because there's some people, they sharp as a whip, you just give them a bit of information, they gone with it, and there's some people you gotta kind of sit and walk with them. Because I'm gonna share this story with you, and then I'm gonna sign off. Because I'm a very observant person. I went into CVS today, to actually ship that guitar back, UPS drop-off point. So I came into the store with the box, and there was nobody at the register, but there was this guy doing a self-service thing. And I'm like, me personally, like, I don't work here, so I don't want to do nothing self-service. I want a person behind the counter to take my money and let me buy this item and let me get out of here, Because that just never worked. I remember many years ago, a major food store chain tried that. It failed miserably, because nobody trying to be cashier when they don't work there. It's like, ain't this part of your job? And I don't see no savings as far as they removing a physical person. I got to play cashier, but that's just that's my opinion. So he's standing over there, and half the time, and the reason why those fail, because half the time they don't work. Oh man. Then half of the time, my thing came up. Now I look like Mick Jagger. Half the time those things don't work, and that's why it crashed and burned when this major food store chain tried to do that. So he was over there having problems. He just sitting there, and then the lady was at the register. She says, "Sir, you can come over here." And I'm thinking the same thing. Why don't you just go check out at the lady instead of standing there? Because the purpose of that is it's called the express lane to get you out quicker. You're getting out taking longer. It's just the opposite, you know. And I'm like, it's just interesting that the lady had to prod him over. It's like, dude, go on over there and check out and get out of here so I can get out of here. You know, but, you know, there's just some people, they just not observant, I guess, as others. But I'm going to sign out from that because my thing came off. But again, go get formal lessons. I mean, the best advice I can give anybody on my channel is do it the right way. Go enlist the help of a music teacher and they teach you. And it's fine to come back to YouTube and get pointers and additional information. That's wonderful because YouTube is a wonderful place and it's a great place for resources. But to try to learn an instrument while watching people on YouTube, don't go there because the results are not going to be favorable. They're not. You know, go pay somebody. And again, I stress the word, pay somebody to teach you. That's how I did it. That's how the guys before me did it. That's how the guys before them did it. And that's how the guys before them did it. And it worked for all of us, okay? This method works. This YouTube watching fingers and crying about camera angles and you can't see, don't work, you know? And I'm just telling you this because I care about you guys. I want you guys to succeed. I want you to be the baddest players that you can be. But you're not going to get there. But just sitting here watching Morris, man, and another group of dude fingers that have been playing for long ever and been taught formally. You know, it's not going to happen. You know, so until next time, take care and thanks for watching. I hope this has been helpful, you know, because this is the purpose of me doing this, to be helpful, to help you guys. Till next time, take care. Thanks for watching.